that all of our friends and family, all of the people that we care about, are all assembled together in one place for one purpose. That in itself makes this day special. But of course, it's the purpose, the reason for this memorable gathering, that is the true source of the magic of the moment, our love for each other. I think that anyone who has seen Walker and me together can attest with a pretty keen certainty that we love each other. You all know that. What you might not know is what we mean to each other. So that's what I want to share with you now, what Walker means to me. When I was a teenager, I took myself very seriously. I was an artiste, and I was determined to have a thrilling, extraordinary life, and naturally, a grand, passionate love affair to go with it. I cherished a lot of storybook notions involving love at first sight, locked gazes across a crowded room, and eternal enchantment of epic proportions. I fully anticipated encountering a white knight who would gallop to my side and sweep me into his arms. Or, in perhaps a more appropriate metaphor for me, I expected to be pursued by an intense, fiery dragon who would carry me off swooning to his jewel-encrusted lair. Today, I'm 39 years old. My extraordinary life hasn't quite worked out the way I planned. Both professionally and romantically, I have been humbled and chastened by brutal realities and my own stupid or fearful choices. And as many of you know, over the past 5 years, I have suffered from severe, chronic health problems, which have been at times debilitating, at times almost incapacitating, and sometimes even threatened to crush my spirit. Quite recently, I have developed a rare condition causing horrible nerve pain, which I continue to grapple with even on my wedding day. So, over the years, my vivid ideas about love and romance faded and crumbled to dust. I was old, I was sick, who would possibly want me? After a while, I even ceased to despair about it. I was simply resigned. I would probably always be alone, facing my struggles in dull solitude, quelling my loneliness with hollow dreams and fantasies, talking to my stuffed saurians like a crazy dragon lady. As the novelist Mary Stuart phrased it, I believed that it would take a stronger toil of grace than I could ever weave to catch and hold a man. And then I met Walker. And to my utter and complete astonishment, he loved me. This young, smart, attractive, young, funny, interesting, young man actually loved me. Suddenly, I felt like a teenager again. Against all expectations, romance with a capital R had appeared in my life. But instead of the wild, flaming passion of a dime store novel, with Walker I encountered genuine consideration and unself-conscious devotion. Instead of a movie star Romeo who burst in to sweep me off my feet, I met a nice, patient guy who cheerfully walks beside me wherever I'm going and thoughtfully supports me whenever I need help. He may not radiate a constant tingling aura of glamour and excitement, but he never lets a day go by without telling me that he loves me. I finally found true love, not the cutesy, convenient kind immortalized in best-selling chick lit, but the kind that does the dishes without complaint when I'm feeling lousy, the kind that instinctively knows just how to smooth a hand over my hair, the kind that talks and listens with both compassion and laughter, the kind that I can't wait to come home to every single night. I can try to list for you some of the reasons why I love Walker. His enthusiastic but not overbearing nerdiness, his natural unforced contentment with himself, the complexity of his intellect combined with the simplicity of his inextinguishable happiness. He is completely open and unguarded. Unlike most men, he never needs to protect himself because he's never ashamed of or threatened by his emotions. Therefore, he is able to show tenderness without reserve. Even though he is very smart and perceptive, he is generous to people and always finds something to enjoy in their company. Every time I look in his huge, beautiful eyes, all I see is warmth and kindness. I love him for all of these qualities. But some of the reasons I love him are beyond articulation, as anyone in love will comprehend. However, there is one reason why he means so much to me that I think I can explain, and that is gratitude. The gratitude I feel for being loved by a brilliant, affectionate, wonderful human being. I was always seeking something extraordinary in my life, and it turns out that Walker is that extraordinary thing. Now, as an adult, my favorite romance novel is actually a murder mystery. It's called Bloody Night by Dorothy L. Sayers. At the end of this clever yet moving book about learning to love with both the head and the heart, she says something I've often quoted and firmly believe. She writes, "The worst sin, perhaps the only sin passion can commit, is to be joyless. I suspect this is a transgression of which we'll never be guilty, as I can't think of anything that will bring me more joy than to be Walker's wife."
Oh.